Hi, Coach Shauna with ShaunaHolt.com, and tonight I want to talk about some more about nutrition for weight loss. Specifically tonight, how to eat more vegetables by sneaking them in. Now, I personally love vegetables, and I eat 6 servings or so a day, but unfortunately my family doesn't feel the same way. This goes especially for my husband. He will tell me I eat 2 vegetables, corn and mashed potatoes from a box, no less. Neither are actually a vegetable. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my tips on sneaking vegetables in, whether you need to sneak them past your own taste buds or to get your family to start eating vegetables so you're apt to eat more on your journey for weight loss. So when you join in, say hi, let me know you're there, and if you watch this later, put #replay. So my trick to sneaking vegetables stems from a book I purchased many years ago called Sneaky Chef. I think I own all but one of the versions of that book. But I rarely actually look at all the recipes since I found what works for me, my family, and I just do that all the time. So in case you want to check them out, let me know in the comments and I can give you some links to the many different versions of that book. But the general principle is to shred, puree, or chop up vegetables and add them to things that you're already making. You know, there are vegetables that are better disguised in things as opposed to others, but you can pretty much disguise any vegetable into a meal. And here are some examples. Mushrooms. I chop up mushrooms and cook them with ground turkey. You can also use ground beef or ground chicken. I personally replace 1 whole package of ground turkey with 1 whole package of mushrooms. You can't see them, you can't taste them, and they even actually resemble the texture of meat when they're cooked. So I do this whenever we make meatloaves and taco meat and chili and soup. I really can't think of anything I don't do this with. It saves money because a package of mushrooms you can get for $1 or less. And then it also adds vegetables to your meal. The next thing is cauliflower. Cauliflower can be used in so many different things now. You can have it in place of rice. All I do is a whole fresh cauliflower. I wash it. I dry it very, very well. It's really important to dry it well. And then chop it up. I actually put it into a food processor, so it chops it up really easily. And then anytime that something calls for rice, especially fried rice for stir fries, that I use cauliflower. You can make cauliflower pizza crust. I've done this once and it was really good, but it was just too time consuming for a large family enough pizza. You can cook cauliflower, cook it and mash it up and to replace mashed potatoes. Now I would suggest starting off mixing it with regular mashed potatoes at first and then gradually use less potatoes and more cauliflower. It will until your family is used to it. There was also a video recently about making bread out of cauliflower for grilled cheese sandwiches, and we did try that, but we didn't dry it well enough, so it really didn't turn out as well as we thought it would. So I would suggest if you do try that video out to make sure that the cauliflower is extra dry. Otherwise it's kind of like wet bread, and I don't like wet bread. So squash. I tried spaghetti squash instead of pasta a couple of years ago, and I haven't went back since. I really prefer the spaghetti squash over the noodles now. The trick is cooking it for the right amount of time so that the noodles turn out just firm enough without being mushy or hard. I replace all of pasta meals now with spaghetti squash. Like for spaghetti, Alfredo, chili mac, anything like that. You can also do this with zucchini with a spiralizer, but I haven't actually personally tried that because I found spaghetti squash I liked, so I stuck with it. Some other tips: you could puree carrots or sweet potatoes and put it into a grilled cheese sandwich. You just, you put the grilled cheese there, you put kind of like you're putting on mayonnaise or something, but you're doing the puree, and then you cook it and it kind of blends in with the cheese. You can also puree and chop different vegetables to add to sauces like pasta, and you can add it on pizza sauce. You can take lettuce leaves, and they can be used instead of bread to make a sandwich, or in place of a tortilla to make a wrap. It's not hidden very well, but it is a nice replacement to try. Sometimes if you get your kids to actually help you in that process, that they will actually try it. You can make fries out of sweet potatoes, carrots, or zucchini. You can cut them into shapes, toss on some olive oil, sprinkle with salt and pepper, and then roast them on a baking sheet on high for about 10 minutes. And then serve them with something to dip them in, and call them fries, of course. I guarantee that if you call them fries and they look a little like fries, they will at least try them. You can also make kale chips. I haven't tried that yet. I've heard it's pretty good. You can add veggies as pizza or burger toppings. You might have to chop them up really super fine to start with, and then gradually begin to add, make them bigger and bigger. You can add veggies to your eggs. You can dice tomatoes, onions, mushrooms, peppers, mix them in. You can put spinach in there and cook it. You can puree veggies into a shake or a smoothie. This is where spinach really is a great place. If you can get past the brown or the greenish color, you can't really taste the spinach. So that's a good way to sneak it in. You can have a Meatless Monday. Try a new recipe that the kids actually help you pick out from a cookbook or online. Let them help you prepare it. Let them help pick the items out at the store. The more that they are involved in the process of trying something, the more they'll actually try it. So when a recipe calls for vegetables, double the vegetables. You can also add a greens powder supplement to different things like smoothies and shakes or casseroles. Ask me in the comments what my favorite green supplement is, and I'll share that with you. I challenge you to try just one of these strategies next week. I realize that you probably have already bought your groceries for this week, so you need to wait until you can buy groceries. But I challenge you to take one of these ideas and get the items at the store, and then next week, try it out and comment below which strategy that you're going to try, and then come back and let me know how it ends. So hope these help, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night.